Okay, welcome to part 3, and as promised, I'll tell you what to do with that ring. First of all, let's pick these little bits and pieces up. Now that area you've been to already, that's where those two idiots jumped into the pit. Now that pit leads to the tower where I said that you can get to if you're of dark world tendency. But you can't jump in there because you won't survive the fall. So let's heal up a little bit. Now, first of all, that ring you've just found is a very precious ring. Now watch my health bar at the top left hand side of the screen. So what the ring does. Now we've got the providential ring. Now what that does is raises item discovery. So it helps you find, well, it gives you a little bit of help to find really useful items, some that you might need, such as precious stones, crystals and rocks that you need to upgrade your weapons, or herbs or pieces of armor, weapons, anything that you think you might need. This ring might help you find them. The cling ring, it says less HP reduction when in soul form, so you put that on. Hang on, we'll put the providential ring on as well. So what that's done, as you can see in the top left hand side, it's raised my health bar a little bit. It was where the red progress part ended. It's now a little bit bigger, so it just makes it feel a bit less stressful progressing through the game with a tiny health bar. So we're going to go back up here where we've just come down, and we're going to go through to that area where you saw the fog wall. You remember? The one that the Blue Knight was guarding. You idiot. We just leave him down there, I think. Actually, no, we'll kill him. He'll give us some souls. There you go. And he's dropped a crescent moon grass, which we need to heal. Now we've slashed these chains, so now we're going to go back up to where we came from. And we're going to go through the fog wall. Okay, and we're going into a different area. Now we're going to meet our first ally. He's a bit of a pain in the bum, but that's fine. This guy's kind of useful.
That was a bold leap, a surprise indeed. Well, now that you are here, pray thee, fend off these dreglings.
So he's asking you to fend off these dreglings. Well, he's sort of clad in some very decent armor. I don't know why he can't do it. But anyway, he's asking you to do it. Now, the thief ring, I'll explain that a little bit better. But first of all, we're going to jump down here. Now, just dodge as much as you can here. Hey.
My thanks for your brave rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude. Now I take my leave. There is something I must do. No matter how far I go here, only the soul staff remain.
Right, he's just going to talk a load of crap, so you don't need to talk to him anymore. Let him go. He's given you, for your troubles, a telescope. It's not really that useful, so you might as well put it in storage. You can just see a few things up close, just for the fun of it. I'm not sure if it reveals anything that you need to know, but we'll see. Anyway, let's heal up. Oh, bloody hell. Yes, sneaky sod. Now, if you're helping your friend Ostrava here. Try not to be too helpful. Because if you strike enemies that are near him, you'll end up hitting him too many times and he'll turn hostile. And you need him. There you go. That's fine. He's not attacking you, so he's not too pissed off with you. So basically you have to progress through this part of the level. This is the other section, so you have to open the other gate. The other small gate. Let's go through here, I think. There you go. Now this is a bit of a tricky section. There are lots of dreglings around here. You could use one of your fire bombs, but I'd rather keep them for the boss. So attract them one at a time and kill them. Stay away from the barrels if they've got fire. The enemies, I mean. Now, I've picked up a sharp stone shard and a hard stone shard. The various rocks and minerals you find, you're going to need every single one of them, depending on what weapon you want to upgrade, but keep them all because they are useful for upgrading your melee weapons. Right, now we're going to go through here. Yeah, your friend's following you here. He's quite useful in this section because he can fight off quite a few enemies. He's got a very decent amount of health. But sometimes he does come off worse. So just follow your instinct and keep your shield up as much as you can. Because in this area there are quite a few archers with crossbows. And they're annoying. Now there's a big blue knight up here, so be careful with him. Handle with care. Hey, got a backstab on him. Right, him, he's got to pay for his actions. I do love the way they scream when they fall down. It's hilarious. Right, next section. Now this bit's quite fun. It never gets old. As soon as you go around this corner, there are lots of enemies. And I mean lots of enemies. There you go, look at that. But if you're more eagle-eyed, behind you there's this little this crate, you could call it, full of boulders. So stay out of their way strike the corner of it with your sword, and watch the boulders do their thing. You can follow them, and they'll squish all of the enemies up ahead. So you don't have to. There you go. Pick up what they've dropped. So, a slightly tricky bit here, but it can be done. Watch the two on your left. Now they're tricky. Now if you see these grunts armed with spears, they are actually more dangerous than they look. They tend to have a habit of parrying your sword swipes, and they immediately riposte with a spear strike. So it does take off quite a bit of your health bar. So I'd say 1 or 2 hits and then back off, or try and get behind them. Now before anything, it's going to waste a little bit of time, but let's do it anyway. It's useful to know this bit. Now there are your 2 dragons. You don't go anywhere near those 2. Stick to the left wall. Stick to the left as much as you can. Well, don't fall off the edge. They won't get you if you run along this this cliff face. And pick up the 2 items here. There you go, archstone shard and a couple of full moon grasses. 2 archstone shards. They're useful because they can return you to the Nexus if you're in trouble, and you don't lose any souls in doing so. There you go. And that's that bit out of the way. If you press right on your touchpad, you've got a quick menu option here. So I would set the archstone shards in there. There you go. So if you need to return to the Nexus, if you're in trouble or you're running from an enemy, you've got to take cover. Just do that and press triangle and it'll take you back to the Nexus. Now, the idea on this bridge you've got to try and attract the enemies so they come towards you, then run away or roll away. Just do what I'm doing. The idea is to let the dragon fly out there so what you want the dragon to do, keep your shield up so the arrows don't hit you. You want him to fly out to the end there and scorch this lot. If you're using your headphones, just keep a listen out for him. And there you go. Now he should breathe fire on them. And here he goes. Run away and stay here. He's going to do this a couple of times, so just stay out of the way. Don't go to the top of the steps. Stay here. So the rest, I'll tell you in the next video, within the next day or so. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. There's a lot more fun and action to come, so stay tuned. And thanks for sticking with me. Ciao, ciao.